Hey guys, this is Dan from KCF CrossFit, and I'm here with another KCF 2-minute drill. This time the question comes from Lauren, and the question is kind of a two-parter, and it asks, when should you do mobility or stretching exercises? Should you do them before or after a workout? And the second part is, how long do the effects last? Well, the answer to the first part of the question is yes. Yes, you should do these things before and after a workout. Now, the real question is, what types of stretching or mobility drills should you do before or after? Before a workout, you really should be doing more of a dynamic type of stretch. So not a long, sustained hold like I'm doing here. This type of stretch is better done after a workout when your muscles are nice and warm and loose. Long held, sustained stretches have never been shown to have a positive impact on performance. Now, there's one caveat to that. Let's say you're going to do a movement where you know that your current range of motion limits your performance. A good example of that would be an overhead squat. So if you have some limited mobility in through the shoulders, and you know that without doing some stretching you can't get into a good position, you do some longer held sustained stretches and you can get into a better position. Okay, that makes sense. But study after study has shown that there's a decrease in power output and strength after doing long sustained stretches. So in general, those are best left to after the workout and before we do more of the dynamic stuff. Now, after you've done sustained stretches, how long do the effects last? Well, they wear off pretty quickly. If you were to retest your flexibility an hour after doing a stretch, you'd probably notice that you were right back to where you started. So it's not so much about an acute episode of stretching, but it's more about making it a habit, something that you do on a regular basis, and that's what will then in turn create a response that lasts much longer. So if you want to increase your flexibility over the long term, one acute bout of stretching isn't going to do anything, but weeks, months, years of stretching will give you a long-term benefit. But as soon as you stop doing it, your flexibility is going to diminish again. I'm not nearly as flexible now as I used to be 10 years ago because I'm not spending as much time stretching as I did back then. So the benefits don't last forever. You have to continue to work on them. So great question. I enjoy answering these. So if you have questions that you'd like answered in a 2-minute or slightly above format, you can just drop them in the comments here and we'll get to them when we can. Thanks. Ouch.